New information about the House Republican bill to repeal and replace Obamacare. It's just been made public. Let's go to our congressional correspondent, Phil Mattingly, who's joining us from Capitol Hill right now. You've got details. What are you learning, Phil?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Wolf. It's the 57 legislative pages that Republicans have been promising for more than 7 years. Now it's officially out, and Republicans, they will be acting as soon as Wednesday to start moving this forward. Now, the details of what's in this draft, obviously, are incredibly important. A couple top lines that we were aware of going into this. It will repeal the individual and employer mandates. It does work to keep individuals on their parents' plans until the age of 26, just like Obamacare. And it will also work to maintain the ban on coverage on changing coverage for people with pre-existing conditions. Now, it's the details in terms of funding, how this all works, that's most important. Right now, Obamacare obviously relies heavily on subsidies. Those subsidies would be repealed over a 3-year period, Wolf, in the current plan, and they would be replaced with refundable tax credits. Now, this is an issue that has really divided the Republican conference, and here's how Republicans have tried to address some of those concerns. They will start to phase out based on income levels, starting at $75,000 for individuals, $150,000 for joint filers. Those tax credits would change based on age. For those in the 20s, it would be $2,000 for a tax credit, going up to those in their 60s who would get $4,000. Now, the other major thorny issue here, Wolf, is Medicaid. Obviously, in Obamacare, the Medicaid expansion was something that a number of governors decided to act on, including Republicans. They have been very concerned about how that will work in this new plan. According to the Republican draft that we now have, Medicaid expansion will be allowed to continue until January 1st of 2020. At that point, it would freeze. Everybody that was using Medicaid expansion and the money provided for that up to that point would be grandfathered in, Wolf. And I want to explain why this is so important. Just a few hours ago, 4 Republican senators sent a letter to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell saying if the Medicaid expansion, the Medicaid program in general, wasn't protected to a way that kind of meets their liking, meets their desire because they come from states where the expansion was accepted, they would be forced to oppose the bill altogether. Obviously, there are 52 Republicans in the U.S. Senate. They need 51 to be able to pass this bill when it gets over to their chamber. That's not a small issue. So we're starting to see these details come out. The first legislative action, Wolf, as I noted, starts on Wednesday, really starts this whole process. House Republican leaders say they want this bill on the House floor within the next couple of weeks. But first, they have to address some very real Republican concerns that still exist inside their conference, Wolf.